Hi, good morning, welcome back to the channel. We're over in Preston today because it's the day that I've got my actual hospital referral. I've had to come over to Preston because this is where they referred me to the urology department over here, and the 16th of November today was the nearest appointment that they got. So if you remember, it was 3 months ago that we actually had the last hospital appointment in Blackpool. And I am still in quite a lot of pain. I've been on 3 loads of medication now, so we've just got to see what the actual crack is with it today. And I don't want to go on any more meds. I just want to get everything fixed. So I'm going to hopefully push for something along those lines. We'll go and see what they say. Right, so I'm just in the consultation room, just waiting for the consultant to come in. I'm just giving all the background to one of the student nurses. Very thorough, gone through absolutely everything, and yeah, feeling quite good hands. Right, so we've come away from Preston World and had my appointment. I was in there about 10-15 minutes, speaking to one of the final year student nurses who was extremely good. She got all the background information, checked the notes, went through everything, was really empathetic and understanding of my situation. And then the consultant came in and his first words were, "Wow, that's big." And I was like, yeah. They then proceeded to both check it out, and he's basically said to me that we have a couple of options. The option is we do nothing, which is like, no, we're not doing that. The other options are 2 options for surgery. Well, 3 really. There's one where it can just go in straight through the testicle and sort it out that way. They don't prefer to do that one anymore. It's kind of the old-fashioned way. They've got much more less invasive ways of doing it. So they can do like keyhole surgery, and there's a thing called and what did I call it? I can't remember. Embellish. What was it? An embolism. Embellation. That was it. It's basically putting a coil in the testicle to in the vein in the testicle to sort it out. And then there's another part of an operation they can do where they basically clamp it and hope it sorts itself out. They are going to send me for another ultrasound on my abdomen just to check to see, make sure there's nothing going on there, because I didn't know this, but when boys are developing in the fetus and as you're a baby and you grow up, testicles actually form behind the kidneys, and when they drop down into the scrotum, they're still supplied by the blood vein at the back of the kidney. So they want to check that to make sure there's no like further complications, no blockages or anything like that. And then you can call me back and discuss which are the 2 options of surgery that we're going to do. So we've got a lot more answers than we had a couple of months ago, which is great news. I've now just got to wait yet again for this appointment to come through for the ultrasound. So hopefully that will come through pretty quick. Also as well, if you haven't seen, there was a documentary a few days ago on the BBC. It's by Chris Hughes from Love Island. He's actually going through the same thing that I'm going through in terms of having a varicocele, and that documentary is called Me, My Brother and Our Balls. So if you've not seen that, it is available on Catch Up, and I highly recommend you go and have a look at that. But thanks very much for checking up with me and catching up on this update. Like I say, we're a little bit further forward than we were a few months ago. Obviously, I will keep you posted. You can follow me on Instagram at the Dad Blogs. I'll put my handle and the description in the link below. But for now, I'll see you soon. Ah, Charlie! You gonna say hi? Hi. Bye. So it's been a week and a bit since we came over to Preston last time for my appointment with the consultant. I'm now back over again for an ultrasound, because what they explained last time is that they need to have a look at my vein, which runs from behind the kidneys and liver, which connects to the testes, and they need to see if there's any blockages in that vein. Depending on the results of the ultrasound, that then throws up 3 options for surgery. If there's something wrong with the vein, they have to do a bit more of an invasive surgery. If it's all clear, which we're hoping it is, it's the keyhole surgery.
Also as well, is it how far up it goes?
Yeah.
I think it's say that to me last time?
Yeah.
'Cause it's slightly twisted.
Yeah.
Varicocele is basically a twisted vein, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, is the thing you're having today to obviously see what extent it is, if there's any blockages, and also how far it goes up?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because then that'll determine what surgery.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a, what do they call it? Like a non-invasive.
Like keyhole surgery, isn't it?
Yeah, if everything's fine, then they can do the keyhole, and there's two options for keyhole. One is going in through the stomach, and the other is going in just above the groin. If it's not, then they've got to. Well, the way the consultant said to me was they have to do it the old-fashioned way. Didn't quite like the sound of that, but gonna go and see what they say.
Last time when we...
Mommy.
Hello.
Mommy.
That's nice. When we finished with the last appointment, we were on Instagram, weren't we?
Yeah.
And Erin and Elliot, one of my friends on there, she actually told us about Chris Hughes' documentary.
From the guy from Love Island.
So we stuck that straight on the telly, didn't we?
And
because he was at nursery.
Yeah, he's going through the exact same thing as I am, which is, it sounds wrong to say, but it's kind of nice to know. And as well as that, as soon as I finished watching that, I jumped on Facebook, and there was loads of support groups as well for this. So again, it's kind of nice to know it's not just me.
Well, that's the thing as well. I think people like Chris have opened up a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Because male infertility and male problems with that area aren't really talked about enough.
They're not.
Women's, you hear breast cancer all the time, which is understandable completely. Cervical cancer, all that sort of thing you hear all the time. But you don't hear as much about male infertility and male problems.
Do you know what though? He said, I mean, just off exactly what you said there, and he put it. I can't remember putting it. Put it something along the lines of that. We as men know more about female health and what to look for than we do about our own. It's like, I remember watching This Morning, God knows how many times over the years, and seeing them doing examples of how to check your breasts. And all right, I know it's like daytime TV, but they had a woman on with a bare chest showing you how to feel, and that's on God knows how many times throughout the year. And I can remember in all the times in all the years I've watched This Morning, I can remember once seeing a live demonstration of how a man should check his testicles. And yeah, alright, again, it was full, it was, they showed you a man with his penis and his testicles out, and I thought, that's bloody brilliant, showing you how to do it, but I've only ever seen it once. And you're right, it needs addressing, and the conversation.
And I think that there should be more conversations around it, and I don't think it should be as taboo.
No.
I've started talking about it a lot more on my stories, because it's nothing to be embarrassed about.
No.
In fact, if it opens up a reason for someone, even one more person, to check.
Number 5.
But that's where we're at, so we'll go and see what the ultrasound shows. We're parked right next to this sign. So pain scale every day ranges from around about 3 through to about 10. Today's been a good solid 8, 9. I did actually as well feel really lightheaded this afternoon when I got home from work. And the only way I can describe it, it's a really dull ache, and it's freaking horrible. Right, so we've been in, done. Literally took about 10 minutes. Had to lie on my side and my back, and had to come up with a very full bladder. So I've just been in the loo and sorted that out. You had to push down quite hard on my sides, so I feel like I've been punched in the kidneys. He said that everything was clear. Couldn't see any obstructions on the main vein, which is good. So in a week's time, I've got to ring my GP to get the results, the proper results, to say yes, this is clear, and then they will book me in for the surgery to get it actually sorted. So now they've done that ultrasound, that means we're on one of the 2 keyhole surgeries, which is much better than the invasive one. So again, we're just now back to the waiting game. Since this has been going on, we've started this back in June and we're now at the end of November. Thank God it's not anything majorly serious, but I'm glad that's sorted. So we're back home now. Just got to now wait around about a week for my doctor to actually get the referral from the hospital to decide what the next course of action is. But thanks very much for viewing this, and if you want to find out a little bit more about my journey, you can go to my YouTube channel, or you can watch the series so far on my Instagram TV. Just find me at the Dad Blogs, and I'll see you soon. Take care.